What's up, YouTube? I am back. Sorry for not posting any videos for a while because so much overtime. But back at you. We're going to talk about Magick, and this is for the neo-pagan part of the New Age movement. Especially for you, not just, talking about magic, but also defending yourselves if a Christian that very much follows the Bible to the T, or other New Agers that come from a Catholic background or a Christian background comes at you. This is also a defense video for you. So, let's get to it. Magick is the movement or effort to undertaking a desire to achieve a desire or effect to transform something, be it yourself or something else. Now there's, depending on who you ask, there's white magic, there's black magic. Some people don't, some people will just say it's how you use it, what's your intent. So I'll just leave that to your discretion. And, yeah, there's stuff to get into, like, first things first, it's not evil, alright? See, one thing you gotta realize is, and especially the Christian people, the Christians, the thing you've got to understand is we live in a very magical universe, okay? It's very magical. Miracles are everywhere. Hell, we're miracles. When we're born, it's a miracle of life. To me, I associate miracles with magic. A shaman, I've studied shamanism, and sometimes a witch too, but a common nickname for a shaman is a miracle man, and it's, they say a priest does the same thing. He works miracles to get, especially when it tries to exorcise a demon, to get a demon out of someone's body that's possessed, but I mean, it's other dimensions to shamanism, but if you look at the profiles, they do the similar stuff. So, a prayer is a spell, okay? If you do it in front of a candle or not, it's definitely a spell. What they don't teach you is how to pray, and when you do that, you want to pray and affirm that what you are trying to get is already yours. Not so you don't go, oh please God or please Jesus, please let me get this job. You say, please God, please Jesus, please universe, whatever, I am grateful that I got this job. You affirm that it's already yours. It's a simple law of attraction technique, but they don't teach you that because, why? Because another proof that religion is part of, especially the mainstream religions, they're part of the New World Order. Because why wouldn't that be in there if it's a law of attraction exercise that has proven to work? Okay, and there's actually some scientific, if you do your research, there's some scientific evidence behind the law of attraction. Okay, give you one example. There was a scientist that he there was something about they were in a part of some city. I forgot what it was, and they were. He was saying you'll find someone else that has your same birthday, you know. And he was trying to debunk. I forgot what it was he was trying to debunk, but he was right. He, you know, they found a few people that had the same birthdays, and he's doing some scientific, you know, all that stuff they do. So he didn't debunk the other person. The other person, it was like even. But little did he knew, he proved law of attraction. He stated his intentions, expected it to happen, and it manifests. You know, depending on who you ask, law of attraction is magic. To me, it's magic. You know, because it's that's why, you know, Wicca and neo-paganism. It's a new age approach to it's magic. It's paganism, but with a new age approach. So that's why you see in lots of Wicca books, you see spells where you summon archangels, you know, Michael or Raphael, you know. So what should happen with the New Age movement and neo-pagans, we should be together, but you get some New Agers with a Catholic background that still holds on to magic being evil. It's downloaded into their brain, so they carry that with them when they go to another when they go New Age, you know, Catholic or Christian background. They have that download. That's what you're going to hear the term download into their brain a lot. So when they do join something New Agey, they still have that bad belief about magic, and it's not, you know, it's not bad at all. It's not evil. What Christians and Catholics and other people that think magic is evil, what they don't realize, because they don't do their own research outside of the Bible. They only stick what says in there. But what they don't realize is a lot of witches, especially white witches, that claim to be white or gray witches, a lot of them cast a circle before they do a ritual circle, or I have books where it's a circle, a square, or a triangle. They don't realize that we cast this circle, this energy field, it's in our space to keep negative energy and demons away. So if what we're doing is evil, we're casting an evil circle, energy circle, to do demonic work. But we have to cast the other demonic stuff out. Like no, that doesn't make sense. So what they don't realize is we cast a circle before we do our magic work. Okay. And another thing they don't realize is when a lot of Christian and Catholic Church do their ceremonies, that's a they do rituals. That's magic. That's, you know, you're bringing in the energy, you know. When the churches start dancing, you know, they start getting crazy, or, you know, start dancing, that's energy. That's all that's magic. We live in a magical universe. The words we speak are spells. You ever you know, have experience, or you've seen an experience, or you hear an experience where, for example, a child loves to sing, singing, or he or she is singing, and then the parent gets annoyed and trying to get the child to stop. The parent screams, "Stop singing! You can't sing! All right, just stop!" You know, the parent didn't mean that, but you just try to get the child to stop singing. So the child believes the parent that she really can't sing, and thus crushes the dreams of the child of being a singer. Because one child, especially when they're young, they trust that what their parents are telling them is the truth, and so with that experience, they take that to heart. There you go. The child stops singing and stops ever trying to sing again, which is not good. Hopefully that's not always the case, but there's probably plenty of cases where that happened. Words have meanings, words have spells. That's why it's called, words have meaning, words have, effect. That's why it's called spelling, okay? There is a former wrestler. His name was wrestler, powerlifter. He didn't make it in WWE or WWF. But his name was Tom McGee, and he was competing in powerlifting in the 80s, and he would hype himself up, and he would say, "I do this too." When I lift something heavy, I got it from him actually. It's I gotta have it. He lifts up wherever he's lifting, and he's like, "I got you," and it's his way of affirming self-affirmation. It's hyping himself up to lift, and I've applied this, and it's worked. Doesn't work all the time, of course, but I've gotten better results doing it than I did when I didn't do that. All right. So, there's nothing evil about magic. And another thing Christians do not realize is their Bible is a book of shadows. It's a book of spells. It really is. I have a book of black magic. Yes, I study black magic. I'll get to you a story because I'm a good guy, but I have a bad boy edge to me. But before we get to that, I have a book of black magic, and in the book of black magic, palms, it's telling you in the book how to use palms to mess somebody up. So, that's magic, so palms, there's other stuff. There's positive stuff in the Bible too, don't get me wrong, but, it's how you use it, but yeah, it's a book of shadows for Christians. That's all it is. All Christianity is recycled paganism. They give you a God to follow instead of where paganism is multiple gods. All they did is they give you one God, and I'll get to the Sumerian Tablets on how that became to be. But they basically, Yahweh, he's basically Zeus. The Lord's going to strike you down. What does he strike you down with? Thunder. Zeus is the thunder god, and they do bring Mother Mary, Jesus' mother, but she's also the moon goddesses, and Kuan Yin Buddhism, Selene, the moon goddesses. They're Isis in Egypt. They're all, the same goddess. I'm going to get my next video about the Sumerian Tablets versus the Bible. I'll get to that as well in the next video. So stay tuned to my next video. But yeah, all they're doing is just giving you a god and a goddess to pray to. That's all it is. It's recycled paganism. Christmas, this version called Yule, Easter, those are all former pagan, well, those are all recycled pagan holidays, you know. For a religion that's so opposed to paganism, they sure took a lot of our stuff, you know. So, so let me get to my story. How I got to becoming pagan, neo-pagan, a witch, a magic user. I don't work with tools anymore. I've learned something called kinesis magic, where it's just using your body, motion, and hand gestures. And that's been working wonders for me, because I can just do that anywhere, and I can increase my power just anywhere. But back in 2013, I went through my spiritual awakening. I want to say eventually my friend introduced me to Wicca, but for some reason, and I was around a former best friend that she's not really authentic Wicca, but first she was denying being Wiccan, and then now all of a sudden she's, but anyways, I had fallen out with her, but I was around it first, and then I started hanging out with my friend Ashley Amethyst, who, you guys know what I'm going to say, oozes sex appeal, okay? So for some reason, even though she was neo-pagan, she didn't practice, but for some reason just hanging around with her. And also I got a calling to do it. Got me into, so when I got this calling, I started hanging out with her more. This was 2014. This was around the time, I don't know if you guys remember when the two girls attacked one of their friends and they said Slender Man told them to do it or whatever, or for Slender Man. This was that summer. All right. So for some reason, eventually got tools, started doing not dragon magic, but got my first book of Wicca spells, and I dove right in. When I get into something I'm interested in, I don't get in it. I dive into it, and I make it my whole world. It's like it becomes my life's purpose. And so I got heavily into it. Rose pretty quickly. My magic power rose pretty quickly, but that was because I also had past lives as a shaman and as a Anunnaki, Nephilim, whatever. So you become the gods, but that's going to get to my next video. But in the dragon part, eventually did start doing dragon magic, which again, that's going to cover the next video as well because it's all related. So I also started reading the Sumerian Tablets, and the Sumerian Tablets pretty much indicates that the pagan gods are real. And reading that made me more pagan than I have. I was like, oh my god, this is like real. And I'll explain that in the next video. Again, I keep saying I'm explaining in the next video. Stay tuned to it. But yeah, it was just fascinating stuff, and I started doing I got I actually got it was calling from the universe too, because I got a free table to use as an altar that my neighbors were giving away. So I was like, I didn't have to spend money. Like, you know how I say the universe helps you on stuff, and this is the universe helping me. I was getting stuff to use. They were moving, and they wanted to give it away, or they were going to throw it out. And I was, oh sure, if Amethyst is seeing this now, she knows the story behind getting some of the stuff we got. But yeah, and it was just fun stuff, and I like to relate to characters from animes, because I get a lot of stuff from animes and comic books, and what we see as fictions actually has some truth to it. So it made me relate to some favorite characters that I had. So that was all more reason to get into it. So magic users, you want to call them druids, wizards, witches, alchemists. We don't worship the devil. I mean, I'm sure there's some do, like the members of the New World Order, but ones that are in the neo-pagan New Age belt. But we don't worship the devil or Satan. Here's the interesting thing about it, though. Because I'm like I don't know. I'm like in between neo-pagan and New Age. Like, I don't know. I keep trying to come up with a name for myself, but I acknowledge what the other side doesn't want it to acknowledge. But I think I'm gonna get to why that is. I'm gonna get to stuff in the next video. But neo-pagans do know of Satan. They just don't know he's Satan. They call him Saturn. Saturn is Satan. I'll get to that in the next video. I might have mentioned it in one of my other videos, but I don't know. But you're gonna see why it relates to all of that in the next video, and why I'm waiting until the next video. But again, we cast circles, squares, and triangles, and it's to keep demonic or negative energy, demons out. So it can't be blocking out demonic energies, demonic demons, just to do magic inside our circle or square or triangle. So that doesn't make sense to block out demonic energy just to do demonic stuff inside. Like, so any Christian tries to tell you that, tell them, yeah, whatever, because it's not true. They only know what they know inside their book of shadows, and the Bible is their own book of shadows. It's a book of spells already given to them. It's paganism already given to them. So, don't let them deter you. Don't let them, shame you. Don't let them fear, put stuff in your head. Don't let them do that. And in the end, do what works for you. My friend combines Christian and paganism together. I'm not sure how that works. I am curious to read a book about it. So I wonder how that works. But doing this New Age and neo-pagan stuff has been the best decision I've ever made. I've told a few of my Christian friends that when they try to convert me, trying to get me back to Jesus, it's the best decision I ever made. and it's something that helps me and helps other people, cannot be demonic in the end. All right, so magic is real, magic is awesome, and magic does not have to be evil. It's what the user does with the power, just like any other power, whether it's a gun, a sword, martial arts. It's power that if it does get into the wrong hands, sure, it could do damage, but it is not evil. Now, let me get to my story about what led me to hexing a former best friend. So, I had a best friend. Her boyfriend was cheating on her, and you know how it goes. You know, you being the best friend or brother. Just so you guys know, when a girl says you're their brother, it's bullshit. Okay. One, it's not one. You know, they turn on you when it comes to their boyfriend. Two, there's been plenty of times where a girl has said that I was her brother, but when I'm single and they're single, oh, they're trying to flirt with me now. Disgusting. You just said I was your brother. Anyways, so it was big brother trying to protect little sister, right? So, despite the evidence being there, she didn't want to believe me, and turned on me. So what I did was, stop being her friend, and I'm hearing from people that she's talking junk about me on Facebook, and I warned her, you better stop, because and she's also, there was a girl I was dating, or sort of dating, named Catherine, and she was harassing her, which kind of led to this. It was it turned out what Felicia, my friend, or I just said her name, Felicia, it turned out that what she was saying about Catherine wasn't true. And once I found that out, what she was saying, well, this person, you know, it was all in her head, you know, and she kept, even before me and my best friend Felicia at the time stopped, even before we had a falling out, she was bothering Catherine, and before me and Catherine even met. This was going on before any of this. So, long story short, while she was, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Everyone's messaging me right now on Facebook. I have 3 people messaging me at once. So, long story short, we had a falling out. I told her, she's talking junk about me on Facebook, continuing to harass Catherine, and I told her, you better stop, because you think I'm a nice guy, but I have another message. Oh my God. It's like the universe doesn't want me to get this message out. But yeah, so I have a, you know, you don't want to piss me off, this and that. So she didn't take heed to my message and continued to talk junk about me on Facebook, continued to harass Catherine, and this was 2014, so then she started showing up at my job. Okay, then 2015, legit, For most of the entire year, she's at my job at least once or twice a week. Now, because we were best friends, she knows my hours, and the whole store knew about the situation. So they were telling me when she was there and when she wasn't there. And ironically enough, this is how I knew that she was coming to my job to bother me. One, like I said, they said she was never there on my days off. Two, little does she know that one of the times she came in, she had came into the store, and I was coming from the bathroom, and I saw her, and I was actually behind her, and she was with her friend, who was driving because she didn't drive at the time, and she's looking around for me. She didn't see me outside because I work outside mostly, and she didn't know I was right behind her, and I went outside. Two, there was a time where, or three, I was. There's another time I was coming out the bathroom, and I noticed she was at the registers, and she was looking towards my direction. So she saw me, and the parking lot. There's three carriage corrals in the parking lot, and two entrances. So I'll do this the best I can. So imagine that's the parking lot. So the left side, the middle side, the right side. She parked on the right side. I came out the left side, and she's closer. The register she was at was closer to the right side, and she parked on the right side. When I came out, she made the point to come this way and come out this side. Why would you come out this side when you parked all the way on the other side? Okay. And I saw her in the corner of my eye, but my friend Tomas came just in time, so I would start talking to Tomas and pretend I didn't even see her, but saw her. And so those are the proofs that I know that she came in the store. Final proof, she never been to the store as much as she did until after we stopped talking. When we were friends, she came in once when her first daughter was born, when her second daughter was born, third when she had moved back to Windsor, which is the town she lives in now, town I'm in now. She moved back to the town I met her, because we knew each other since the year 2000. So now when we stop talking and we're enemies, you're there all the time now. It's kind of, and she didn't have a job, and it was smarter for her to shop at cheaper places. She has 3 grocery stores before she hits my store. So you came to my store when you had 3 stores. You had, literally 2 of the stores. When you come out her driveway, take a right, there's a store right there. Take a left, there's a store right there. Go further, there's another store. So why are you showing up at my store? At my workplace. So those are, and then people are continuing to tell me she's still talking junk about me on Facebook. So a lot of people get mad at me when I say, I hex somebody. But when I tell them that they had 7 months to stop, then they're like, oh, okay. Especially when I warn them, I warn you, and then 7 months you're still doing it. You're still carrying on with your crap. So, in my book, it was self-defense. So I hexed her. Don't know what happened. but I did hear her life was really going downhill, and um, a few years later we got into it again, and I put another one on her, gave her a massive toothache, and then we got into it again. She didn't learn her lesson. I forgot why. Oh, I tell her grandmother, I said hi because her grandmother still liked me. I was the only friend her grandmother liked, and she took it as a negative way and said I was harassing her. So some lady came to the store and told me to leave her alone, and I was like, no, I wasn't. I showed her the message too, and so it wasn't a big deal, but I was already like up to here with her, so I put another spell on her, and Easter Sunday of that year, that was 2017, beginning of 2017 or 16, Easter Sunday of that year, she had to go to the hospital having trouble breathing. So then she finally was like, okay, maybe I better stop messing with Yamcha, so that's the story behind that, and never had any problems with her ever since, really. There was another small incident, but I ignored it. But you gotta, another reason, knowing this knowledge, is you gotta be careful who you mess with, because I did give her a warning, and you never know who does magic, Santeria, or any form of black magic, voodoo, all that stuff is real. But another person messaged me, I'm sorry. So I forgot what I was going to say. Now, the whole thing with karma, it wasn't spells out of spitefulness. It was, it was self-defense. If it's from self-defense, after someone's doing you wrong, you're not going to get karma from it. First, let's get out what karma is. Karma is you getting back what you put out. So a lot of people think that if I throw a sword at somebody, they get hit in the head with it, then I walk away, and then I don't know, I trip and fall and bust my knee. That's karma. No, that's not karma. That's something bad's going to happen to you regardless. Sometimes it's the universe setting you up for something better. Sometimes it's your own negligence. Karma is like you smack somebody, and then when you get hit, you get an elbow to the nose. That's karma. You get out what you put out. You get back what you put out. And if you follow Wicca, it's the three folds rule. So, like I just said, I smack somebody, so when it happens to me, I get elbowed to the nose, something like that. That's karma. Okay, it's not, I make someone slip on a banana peel, and then, next I get hit overhead with a chair, and that's not karma. That's just bad luck or something. Or, I push someone into the wall, and I lose my wallet. That's not karma. That's it's you get back what you put out. Okay, and that's a good way. That's same thing. I give a homeless person $1. I get more shifts to make more money. That's I get back what I put out. That's the real definition of karma. But anyways, so with black magic, you're, you know, a lot of magic books will tell you that black magic is another way of getting justice of what's been, of what's been done wrong to you. If you don't want to wait for karma, to happen, so it's they put a lot of negative fear out of black magic or magic in general, and it's just stuff not true. We live in a magical universe, okay? So again, my fellow peoples, New Agers, Neo Pagans, they try to shame you, that's satanic or follow Jesus. Just let it brush off your shoulders. If you have to engage, my next video is going to be more about Sumerian Tablets, and because there's a lot of stuff in Sumerian Tablets that reveal that Christianity is very much a recycled paganism religion, but in the end, Jesus is not the way. Poseidon's not the way. Buddha's not the way. In the end, the way is in your heart. And don't let anybody tell you anything wrong. You experience what you experience. Stay strong. Because, they will try to stop at nothing to say you're going to hell and all that stuff, but the way's in your heart in the end, and you stay true to it. You're not going to hell or whatever. You're not gonna get punished. You're not a bad person for doing magic, as long as you're not hurting some people. If like my case, it was self-defense, but I don't go out hurting people. I don't go out to do no one no harm. So as long as you're like that, keep your head up high. All right? I'll see you guys next time. Peace.